Ladies and gentlemen, once again it is I, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, your friendly neighborhood basement dweller, etc. Man, these things look like a lot of fun. Popular Mechanics, 1977. I seen a guy use one of these, but instead of a glider, he had a parachute on the back of it. I don't know exactly when he deployed it or if he did it from when he was on the ground. There must have been a wind. Anyways, he went down a few country blocks and got some McDonald's and then went back up and went home. Good YouTube video, I gotta say. And we're starting out the day with some real cigarettes. None of those fake cigarettes for us. The Kodak handle. Okay, we get a handle on a camera, and then all of a sudden we need an entirely new product. Okay, it's got a handle. Good. How a circular saw changed my life. That could be taken in multiple different ways. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Multiply. Over and over again. See? Haha, ICS Learning trying to push the idea that if you get more education, you won't have to wake up early to go to work. Doesn't work that way, buddy. You pretty much always got to wake up early to go to work. It just kind of surprises me that someone actually wanted to look like this. It doesn't look like someone you might want to look like. I guess maybe in the 70s that was sharp, but it's just, maybe I watched Back to the Future too much. It looks like that guy trying to take McFly down all the time. Is that guy on one knee with his chainsaw, or is he running in a really strange way? No, he's on one knee. I prefer to think like he's running with a chainsaw without any personal protective equipment. That's more entertaining. An early idea of a face mask for football. Huh. Oh, yeah! Oh, that's badass. Perfect. Yeah, okay. They deserve... Yep, I'll buy that product just because they put so much into making this. Really, how did they do that? That must be actually a miniature with Buddy laid on over top of it. But they did a pretty good job, I gotta say, all things considered. Man, in the 70s, the army stuff looked so much more badass and realistic. Now, the art on the advertisement on the left always kind of struck me. When I was a kid, I would look at Calvin and Hobbes and other cartoons and try to match the faces that everyone was doing, and they always had exaggerated faces. And in this advertisement, everyone has exaggerated faces, and I wonder if they all had to stand there. It's almost a surrealist shot. Like, you're not going to get the dog to stand there for very long, but geez, who was it? I forget. A surrealist artist would do things much like this, but I'm wondering, are these guys, is the director telling them to move, or are they frozen in place? I'm sorry, I should be moving on, spending too much time on that one ad. That truck looks like it's supposed to be a transformer. I don't know, my hands just want to get on it and start transforming. Maybe it's because of this. Looks like it's a little bit off. I don't know. Viceroy. Okay, so that's victory. No, that's victory and that's peace? I don't get it. When did victory, or whatever. Bring your family in for a fitting. Geez, guys, can you imagine a time when you could have actually gone in and got a VW van? Dude, an excellent way to get into a fight with your spouse. Do home renovations with them, yay! My ex-girlfriend said things worked better in relationships back in the day because women were basically slaves and they couldn't complain. Okay. We broke up. I told her that I don't mind living in your fictional world. I just don't want to be the bad guy in it, alright? Yeah. Oh, and here's those sexy Salem advertisements again. How come I enjoy smoking and you don't? What? How come I enjoy smoking and you don't? Now, I'm not saying he's gay, but he looks like he's a bit pretty and he might have seen one up close. We can smell our own. Dirty pool, mister. Dirty pool. Don't get people addicted. I love all the representation Canada gets within the whiskey thing. It's like up here in Whiskey Central, we drink Jack Daniels. Oh, geez, not anymore. Oh, man, frickin' terrorists. I'm gonna stay out of that. America, I frickin' love you guys. We're brothers and whatever. Let's not, whatever, politics, whatever. Well, let's get back to getting Jack Daniels back up here again. If you don't mind me ranting for just a sec, I'm so frickin' sick of how all the liberals in Canada are all like, you can't judge everyone based off of one person, you can't do that judgmental, and then Donald Trump makes a few laws that nobody likes, and all of these, they all just start mentally breaking down, acting like, oh, everyone in the States is like Donald Trump, even though they damn well know that there's like a pushback against that. I'm not talking for or against that. I'm going to stay away from that. But let's face it, you guys got the fuzzy end of the lollipop, the working class at least, when it came to things like John Deere. I feel very strongly like John Deere absolutely needs to stay in the United States, and by moving it to Mexico, America's selling out its own soul. So yeah, hey, if it means you get a little few more tariffs on us up here, then hey, go for it. If it means you got to guard your own, there's like an entire town in the States that's going to be really hard off because of everyone. Oh, sorry, because of John Deere moving their stuff to Mexico. And they don't even need to do it. They're already making hand over fist money. And like at some point you got to think about your working class, right? I'm sorry guys, I'm getting away from the magazine, but like America's got to take care of her own. We got to make sure that she has jobs, and maybe that's okay. Oh man, I read that title way too quickly. Phonography. Phonography. Ride for no pay? I'd rather be on the beach, growls Nixon. Gas, cash, or ass. Owners love styling, but find rear seat claustrophobic. Huh. Why would they be in the back? Oh, never mind. Holy hell. Popular Mechanics showing you how to go out and fly a kite. Go fly a kite, kid. I won't settle for anything less than taste. I've never heard anyone really talk about their cigarette. Some people just say, I prefer this or I prefer that, but it's not like anyone's ever actually waxed intellectual about it. Love the advertisement. I love the. Hey, wait, excuse me, isn't this a famous artist? For tracking and trucking. I love it. I love it. The Marlboro Man, smoking the cigarettes. And cigarettes the horses smoke. If you want the cigarettes the horses smoke, you want the Marlboro Man cigarettes. No way that he would actually go out in something that white. A different catalogs of gloves. All right. All right, gloves. All right. Okay. I think I figured it out. He's got the look of love in his eye. I freaking swear, I think that's the look of love. That guy looks like he's making plans for me. For some reason, I have a lot more faith in the trucks from the 70s and 80s than I have in the ones from these days. These days, they seem so dainty. I know a guy that took his truck out mudding and he broke the engine block of his car because it got too wet. It was an aluminum engine block. Wait, they make entire engine blocks out of aluminum? That can't be right. Well, and because it was aluminum, he ended up messing with his truck, and that's just sad. Get your guard up. These advertisements, Army National Guard, they were so much better in the 70s. Everything got dainty in the 80s. What happened? This guy looks like he could kick some ass and throw down. I'm a little bit disappointed. That's a telescope. I was hoping it was a cannon. Oh, the older folks are really good with these steam engine things. I love them. I freaking love them. My dad's got one. I found it for him. He managed to get it going. You can actually get these little pucks that you can light them on fire and use with that. Yes, we used to let people play with fire a lot more back in the day. Huh. I don't think that I ever seen anything quite like this before. Nice. Okay. Monorail in Germany to move patients around. I love it. German engineering is really something, eh? Holy frick, how does that guy manage to have like Harry everywhere? It's just like right there. Looks like Beastman and He-Man Masters of the Universe, and you knew they just threw glue on certain parts of his body and the rest of it just was like factory reject. I don't know. I wish I had that six-pack. Hey, he doesn't even have the V thing though. What's up with that? Is that some kind of a giant shake weight if you're into fitness? Can we get topless ladies here now? I want equal representation. Come on, representation. Okay, so interestingly enough, back in the day on Cosmopolitan 1617 girly mags, I used to always make fun about girls saying that girls are only into girls and are really attracted to girls because that's the only thing that's in their magazine. There's some men, some. And this almost makes me wonder if men just want to look at men because of all the cigarette advertisements with all the pretty men in there. I'm kidding, I'm sorry, there's only a few of them, but still. I feel like I have to go read a play due to even out my mojo. We need more topless female representation in Popular Mechanics, I strongly feel. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Net from NASDAQ, but like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Always appreciated. And as always, folks, take care of each other, will ya?